Yo, what's going on? It's possible! It's the Juice Man Jabrilly here. I'm with the Swaggy G with Lizard right here in the middle. And we're here. What's wrong with that?
That was perfect. It was just funny.
Keep going, bro. Keep going.
Keep her going.
And we out here. We're going to talk about a couple things in the world of sports. So here we go. I mean, first topic we got to discuss is the Final Four. And, the Final Four teams, Loyola Chicago versus Michigan. And on the opposite side of the bracket, you got Kansas and Villanova. So we're going to give our predictions and how the championship game will go and who we have coming out and winning it this upcoming weekend. So, Swaggy, let's start with you. I mean, tell me what's your Final Four looking like right now?
All right, so I got on the left side of the bracket.
We know what the Final Four looks
I
like.
have.
We need to know who's going, who's moving.
All right, who comes out, right?
Yeah.
Who comes out?
All right, so I got on the left side of the bracket. I have Michigan being Loyola.
Yeah.
I think that luck runs out, and they've been the hottest team in the bracket as of right now. But your luck runs out eventually. The talent's gonna beat the luck eventually, and I think it's now. And I think Michigan's just gonna overpower them, especially with their height. And then on the right side of the bracket, it was tough. I'm not gonna lie, it was tough. It's kind of like I'm like 49-51. I got Villanova coming out and being in the finals.
Nova
over at Kansas.
Now,
Only because I got like Villanova is more like they have like seniors and their team is better all around wise, and also they've been there, done that recently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And also Kansas defensively has been lacking. And Villanova knows how to exploit that, especially since they put it on West Virginia. 90 points on the best defense in the country, bro. I have to have Villanova just getting that slight edge over Kansas. And I like, what's his name? Michael Bridges, something like that?
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah, he's nasty, bro. So I have to go with them. And I think...
His name really, it's not Michael, it's Michael.
And... yeah, it's like Mikal.
I mean,
but then I basically have Villanova winning it all. I think Michigan they don't have it. I don't think they got it this year. Enough firepower. I think their big is nice. He could stretch the floor, but he did go 0 for 7 from 3 again.
Oh,
yeah, he didn't have a good game, and they just slipped
serious.
past. So I think Villanova's just
the team
better
on his
all
back,
around. Yeah, I think they're just better all around. I think Villanova's taking the chip this year.
I mean, what I would say to that is like, don't fall into that Villanova trip because that's a trick because everybody say Villanova's the best team, they should win it, but since the beginning, I'm not gonna brag or anything like that, but I did pick Kansas to win the national championship, and it's not because of talent necessarily. Because a couple years before they had a much more talented team. Even last year when they lost in the Elite Eight to I think Nova, they had a much more talented team. But one thing that really sticks out with me with this team is they're gritty and they got dogs on this team. Starting point guard Devontae Graham, he's a dog, and then you got that shooter Mikhailuk. I mean, he is popping threes like popping pills. And then you got Azubuike, big man out there catching lobs. All you have to do is throw lobs to him. He's not, and he's worked on his post game too. So like I said before,
you didn't even say his name.
Azubuike.
Oh,
Udoka Azubuike or something like that.
Oh, that really.
He's tall.
Yeah.
No, he's only like 6. He's actually undersized, but he moves. He can move, I think.
Wait, are we talking about the African dude?
Yeah. Nah, low key, I think the only mismatch that Kansas does have on Villanova is him. But then again, it's like you can negate that. But like I said, a part of me feels like Kansas is gonna win, but just defensively they lack so bad. They're like close to last on backdoor cuts.
Yeah.
Backdoor cuts, and Villanova's number 1.
I will say this though. I mean, you do talk about how Villanova wiped the floor over West Virginia.
Wiped them. Best defensive team in the
Kansas
country.
beat them 3 times.
That's fine.
Beat
That's
them 3
fine.
times.
That's because
Twice regular season in the tournament, in the Big 12 tournament. So I just think this is the year for Kansas. So you already know my national champ is Kansas. But on the opposite side, we got Loyola, Chicago, and Michigan.
If you already know,
I already know he's wrong.
Wait, if you already know who you have taking the whole thing, why does that time matter?
That's important because
you got to see who you're versing. Yeah.
Honestly, I think both teams are very similar. You got Sister Jean. I don't know whoever was on Michigan, Jim Harbaugh or something. I don't know, but I honestly believe both teams are very similar. They work by committee. But Michigan's a team. It's a streaky team. One game against Texas A&M in that Sweet 16, they were shooting the lights out.
Next
They
game,
had like 90 plus, and the next game against Florida State, they got worn down. But I'm gonna go Michigan because I just think overall that talent
it'll overcome.
Because I think it's gonna be an ugly game, and I think both teams will just kind of box it out. It's gonna be like high 50s, low 60s, and I think Michigan's just gonna find a way to persevere. And we're gonna get
it out, right?
Yeah, and then we're gonna Kansas, Michigan, and Kansas will win.
You got Kansas, Michigan, Kansas.
I'm sticking with
Kansas.
Kansas.
I think. All right, let's say your finals is correct. I got Kansas like beating them by like a good 15 points. If they put, I just think Michigan can't beat either side on that, either team on that side of the bracket. I feel like that team, both of those teams are just so well rounded and just way more talented than Michigan or Loyola.
So we got East Coast
it doesn't matter
West
what
Coast.
team comes out that side. I feel like they're gonna lose.
So we got East Coast versus West Coast.
I don't know if this worked like
Kansas
that.
is Midwest.
Yeah.
No, I know what they are. I'm just saying like Warriors versus anybody that comes out the East. Warriors is still gonna win.
It's kind of like the West is always going to beat the East, like, as of now. I think
I
whatever
would
team
say
comes
that,
out the
'cause,
right side of the bracket is going to win, I think.
I see what you mean. All right, yeah.
I think
mean,
Villanova or Kansas is going to
yeah,
win.
because both Kansas and Nova are one seeds, but like you said before, I do think Villanova was the most talented team. I just think.
Hey, that senior, they got a bunch of seniors.
I just think Kansas, they're just gritty, bro. This is their year, bro. Like, it's just fate. But if it's Kansas, Michigan, I think it's gonna be close. I just think, because I don't think Kansas is gonna blow out like a. I really don't see Kansas blowing out teams like anymore. Like, I know we get.
they don't have the talent no more.
Nah, I mean, they don't win like that necessarily. Like, if you watch them all season, like, they kind of like because I remember there was a game early on in the season. It was against Nebraska, and Nebraska's a horrible team, and they didn't blow them out or anything. They just made the right shots, made the right plays at the right time. So I just think they're just more gritty, and they're just gonna fight out a dub. So I think it's gonna be close though. But I got Kansas. I'm gonna be right. So that's what I
Like
do.
I said, anybody on the right side, I'm fine with it. Who you got?
I said from the beginning that Duke was gonna win because I don't follow college basketball. So I was just like, oh wow, you look Duke. Yeah, you got some nice people.
Dude, you Drake fan?
Dude.
He's Kentucky.
Is he Kentucky?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Drake's Kentucky?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I guess not then.
Get out of here.
So
Anyways, since that out, in the finals, I got Loyola because believe in the Wolfpack. They're going all the way.
Wait, you got Loyola beating Michigan?
Yeah. Simply off the fact
so
that
you're
it's
just
Wolves.
on that wagon?
No, simply on the fact that it's. I mean, yeah, they've pretty much proven that they. It's not like they've been squeaking by.
I feel like
they've
they're
been
just hot.
pumping.
Nah, they were just hot. They squeezed by like twice.
When? No.
Miami.
Yeah, Miami
They
hit a game winner. The next game, literally,
Tennessee hits a mid ranger and
last game they pumped. Did they? Yeah, they did.
They pumped. Yeah, they pumped.
Yeah, they pumped. So you can squeeze by at the beginning, but you can squeeze by in the beginning, but if you're freaking pumping people in the third rounds, you're clearly doing something right. And I just like Wolves, so there's that. And on the other side, I got Kansas coming out.
Yeah, Kansas over Villanova.
I'm a juice man on this one. I got Kansas coming out.
We might need a little friendly wager here. You know?
But
I mean, I'm down for
but
that. I'm gonna be right.
But I got Loyola taking the chip.
Wait, what? No.
okay.
Nah, he's even.
No.
But do you want them to take the chip?
I mean, I wouldn't mind. Like everyone always loves an underdog story, but if it is them two in the final, which I doubt, because it's probably gonna be Michigan. Kansas is gonna win. I got Kansas taking it all.
I'll put it on camera right now. There's no way Loyola's winning this chip. I'll put
I
everything
think luck runs out. Michigan beats them, man.
I'll put my trust fund on this.
Yeah.
Like Loyola Chicago's not winning the chip. They can get to the title game, but you're not beating Villanova or Kansas in that other side. Like Loyola, you had a great run. You might beat Michigan, lucky 3, but you are Sister Jean can pray all she wants. You are not.
Oh man.
You are not winning the chip this year.
Glasses off.
But it was a great story. You're not winning the chip though. You're not winning the chip.
I'm just saying, I'm doing it for the culture because everyone loves an
No
underdog.
way.
So you against the culture, bro? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Outside the culture.
Everyone loves an underdog. It's for the culture.
Alright, how about this?
Yeah, exactly.
We like.
But
in all like realness, I have Kansas winning. Jayhawk pride, you feel me?
Nah, I got Villanova.
Everybody loves
like I said, I'm a Kansas
underdog.
fan, but I seen Villanova's team, and there's no flaws in that team, bro. I can't point to one thing that they're in the top of the tournament. Everything.
I agree with you. Like I said before, one thing I like about Villanova is they're fundamentally sound. I mean, they got guys who, you got Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo.
These are some funny names.
I'm hit like
Bro,
last year.
They're ballers.
A couple years ago, they had like a guy, Ryan Arcidiacono. Yeah. He was eating, bro. He was the most outstanding player in the tournament. But listen, I think Nova's the most talented team. But I think this is Kansas' year. I just feel like, I don't know, they're just gritty. They're going to find a way. Bill Self, great coach. He's just going to find a way to persevere. But I'm telling you right now, Loyola got no shot at this championship. Like, this is a great story.
You're a bully.
Now you're hating. You could have just left it there. You know that Simpsons meme where like he's beating up the kid. He's like, he's already dead. That's what you're doing.
Alright, so y'all want to do like a wager on if Villanova wins? You feel me? Like
y'all can.
No, you got Jayhawks going.
I don't watch enough college basketball to actually care.
We can do like a little friendly wager, bro.
I can do a wager. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta. How about
I'll make it. I'm neutral right now. I'm neutral right now.
No, you're in this.
No,
alright, so Villanova wins.
Not in it.
Y'all two gotta show up to school like in a white tee, but in permanent marker, you have to write Villanova on your shirt. Big letters all across. You gotta walk around campus with that. Just that.
Dude, I saw someone walking around campus with a Michigan State like training T-shirt on.
No, but I'm saying like a plain white tee. You literally write in Villanova's name, so it looks like you wrote that. Wrote it by yourself.
Oh, so what do you do?
All right.
If I lose, I'll do the same.
Okay.
Fair?
Okay. And
are you buying me?
I'll even put it right here.
No, you gotta grab one of your white tees.
No, I don't want to. I literally opened a brand new pack.
Not even
I'm not with it. I already called myself
so confident in my picks that not only I'll do that if Villanova wins, but if Loyola or Michigan, not Loyola especially, because I know for a fact. I love Loyola, but you're not winning that chip.
You don't love me. You didn't even know about them until this year.
I'm hit. But I'm telling you right now, Loyola's not winning the chip. It doesn't work like that. They get to the Final Four, maybe get to the championship game. Like Butler or like Wichita State. You're going to get to the title game maybe. Or
what happened to Wichita?
They lost their first round. But like I said before, you know what I'm saying? I'm so confident. I don't know what I'll do. I mean, I'll think about it. But, I mean, in fact, I'm so confident. If any team, if Kansas loses at all coming up, not only will I'll do more than just put this shirt on. I'll put in the back like stupid ass number 3. Nigga.
Oh my god!
Listen.
No.
You heard it here. He has to do it.
If Villanova wins March Madness, you have to publicly state that your shirt is not black.
Oh, that's tough.
That's
yes,
tough.
I like that.
It's not black. I'm not
It's not black. But you just said it's not black.
It is black.
You know,
it is black.
Y'all heard it first. Y'all heard it first.
All right, so we have this friendly wager. So you better keep your end of it because I know Villanova's beating Kansas now.
Listen, man, I'm so confident. I know Kansas is gonna win. Like I know this stuff, bro. Like, listen, I made a lot of mistakes in my bracket, but one thing I can tell you is that when we get to the Final Four and my pick is already in there, I know something's up. I know Kansas is gonna win. I picked North Carolina was gonna win last year. Forget what the other years, but not last year
was lucky. Last year was beyond lucky.
So I'm telling you right now, I am so confident. Yes, I'll put this shirt.
Was that last year or the year before?
You know what? I'll tell you this too. Kansas win. I'll put whoever wins instead of Kansas on front, and on the back I'll put like my shirt is black. My shirt is green.
How about this? You let
something.
us write whatever we want on the back of the shirt.
All right. I'm so confident. Kansas gonna win. So confident. That's gonna be it for me. For Lizard, for Shaggy G, information in the description for their channels and their social media. And let the games begin. We're gonna see, man. I'm telling you, KU is taking it rock chalk. Go Jayhawks.
It's KSU.